everybody. Welcome to another Thursday. Our title talk is now in session. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Drew.
And I'm Amy.
Amy, you have a new last name.
I have a new last name. I am an Amy Maley now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Amy
you.
Beaver no longer.
I'll always have a beaver somewhere.
Absolutely.
And
Yep, we were obviously looking about we were looking at trying to kind of come up with some fun ideas for you during this this transformation. And we like to call it a transformation, marriage is a transformation.
I know,
in your
it's
new
crazy.
name. So but Amy is now back with us. She took some time off after her wedding.
A whopping 3 days.
That's all you get. That's all you get.
No, I miss being here. I missed, and it's weird that I was expecting to feel something different, but it's just normal.
It is.
I was telling him that I feel like I have an empty spot in my brain that now I feel like I can actually put towards other things that isn't, planning a wedding and worrying about a wedding and COVID and life.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
But yes.
Absolutely.
So I'm ready to
so very happy
tackle
to have you
everything.
back. So very happy to have you back here,
Good to be back.
and it is really. I think we recognized without you here, it was different. Is a word that I think we'll try to use. Where did you find that?
Okay.
So we're gonna have class on how to do this.
Okay. So go to your up here. Nope. Go to your.
All right, stand by, everybody.
Wait,
we're gonna
where are
get
you?
into this here. I'm on Inspired Title Group.
Are you sure?
Yep. Live.
Recent posts? No. Why does yours look different than mine?
I don't
This
know.
is why everyone should have an iPhone.
We're going to actually do some things today a little bit out of character, a little bit different than some of our other formats. As we've been talking a lot about the industry, what's going on in the business, all the things that have been taking place. Taking place with COVID and how we've adapted to it. We've talked about some technical terms in regard to defining deeds and mortgages and talk about refinancing and things. I think we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk a little bit more about Inspired and what we are, who we stand for, some of the vision of what we do and how we can benefit and help the community and our clients and customers, and some of the new things that are actually on our horizon as we evolve. And I think that that's something that we want to really, as we come to the end of the year of this, really
it's so
dive into,
weird.
right? I mean, it's almost the end of the year.
This
already.
year has been a whirlwind, man. It's been.
I would imagine you saying that during, to planning a wedding and such, right?
It's just been the craziest year I think I've ever experienced in my life.
What's your opinion on it? Like, how have you adapted in it being, an individual who's planned a wedding and has, two relatively taxing jobs.
Yeah,
And buying a house,
It's been.
right? I mean, yeah.
It's been
a lot of things.
It's been a lot of things. So I think that what this year has really taught me is, number one, prioritizing, and number two, what can you control and what can you not control.
Right.
So I am a person that I am so list oriented. I have my calendars. I have everything is step by step bulleted how to get things done.
Yeah, organization.
Yeah, but 2020 that taught me that that's not reality. That's
Right.
not how life can be all the time. Where
Right.
when we were trying to decide, when Joe and I, when COVID hit, we were trying to decide whether or not we should go through with this wedding.
Right.
Well, obviously we wanted to get married at some point, but
Right.
when should? And we've been engaged for 5 years, so
Time.
I'm 32, so I'm not old, but we're at the time where it's okay, so we have to be actually okay with whoever is there is who wants to be there, and whoever is not there is the people that we'll love and miss, but we can't be upset, we can't hold grudges, we can't do anything. So when I was I can't know exactly how many people are going to be at my wedding, I can't say exactly how it's going to turn out,
Right.
I can't say exactly what's going to happen. I kind of just had to take everything with a grain of salt and just ride the wave.
Right.
And honestly, it was the best day of my life, and I will continue to say that. And the people that were there, I had the greatest time with it. But it's work, it's life. It's just you can't try to plan everything out because it's not reality of 2020.
No.
And I don't know if it'll ever be reality again. Where.
And I think the same goes for running a business and certainly I didn't know what to expect going into this. Didn't know what
A
this
business
was going
would
to
be
look
after
like.
this.
Right.
Like,
And really thinking about the processes and the changes and the adaptations that we had to make as a team, and some of the things that we've done to really shift gears to assist in the marketplace, I think has been something that I'm proud of, and I'm really proud that the team has adapted to it. We really haven't missed a beat. I think
No.
we've both said on numerous occasions in chats here that we've gotten busier, and that's not to be discounted by the effort
No.
that we've put out there. We've certainly worked to meet some new clients in
he's
the
been a
different
soliciting
ways.
machine where, like, so me kind of picking up not all the title, but, you know,
Yeah, you have.
a chunk of it. It's given him the ability to grow the business like the way I think you've always kind of wanted to and always envisioned yourself. So he has been working hard. It's not like this business just fell into our lap and said,
Right.
look what happened. It's him, like, hey.
Bugging persistence.
And, like, I'm glad that me doing the job that I've been doing has given you the ability to kind of grow
Yeah.
your business how you want it to. And I think it's, like I said, it's not just luck. It's him perseverance and hard work.
we talked about, so the title company that we were formerly with, was it a title company that was been established for 30 plus years, right? So the seniors of that had retired, and I certainly didn't want to fall under the umbrella of what that was,
For sure, right.
So I opted to starting our own thing, my own title company, being Inspired, and the name and the light bulb and all the things really came to fruition just based upon the individual that I am and the individual that I wanted to be surrounded by.
Right.
In assembling a
The team you
team
wanted to grow.
like Amy and Miguel and John and Christina and Courtney. Like, these are just some people that are all very inspired, motivational, fun, personable people.
Yeah.
I never wanted to go into this marketplace with a group of just people that are kind of doing this for a job.
Right.
And that was what was very important to us, was to assemble a team that is excited about doing this. But starting a company and then obviously having COVID hit right behind it,
They were like, it was bowling pins falling.
it was weird.
Yeah.
It was a really weird dynamic out of the gate to go, I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm not sure where we're going to go. And by the grace of God, we've developed a good rapport with our clients.
We have
And
the best client.
We really do.
We really are so appreciative of everybody that we work with. It's just, it was so weird that I was sitting on my mini moon on my computer, like reading emails, and Joe was like, "What are you doing?" Like everybody, I was like, "It's hard to be away. Like you miss these relationships, you miss these great people that you get to work with. It's like it's part of life. It's not part of work. It's just."
And that's the Inspired Way. That's exactly what Amy just spoke. That mantra is what I really wanted the team to just grasp and embrace. The fact that they enjoy the clients and working with these individuals. What a great asset, because these are not just clients. A lot of these folks are our friends.
They're just such good people.
Yeah, I mean, we see them socially. We work, support a lot of their endeavors that they're involved in. We support some of their charities. We attend their benefits and their golf outings. And,
Yeah.
I mean, these are not
It's a
just
family.
people, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that I think really differentiates us from the other title companies, is we try to develop a rapport with our clients.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And that is something that I don't think I think it's something of the past.
It is. It's definitely an old school way of thinking, I think.
I mean, you were off on your wedding and clients literally asked, "Where's Amy?" Or they were, "Why are you doing this and not Amy?" Right? And yeah, I took a little offense to that, but it was amusing. It was fun. And we laugh with our clients and we can share emails. However, when it comes down to the nitty gritty and getting after it, I mean, we bend over backwards.
Oh yeah.
And as do they.
It doors
It's
both ways.
reciprocal,
Yeah.
right? Some of what we accentuate in our business is we pride ourselves in being available to our clients. We pride ourselves in that customer service piece of making you part of the family. It's important for us to really get to know you and the business that you're doing, so we can assist and help and really facilitate the deals for you.
Right.
I mean, we have seen every facet of what the title business gives. Foreclosures and really bad things, to that first-time home buyer being just so excited about the fact that they just bought their first house.
That, like our development we just closed on, first-time home buyer. That was probably the coolest thing I've ever been a part of.
And look at the relationship that you made with that individual.
Yeah, I have a new friend.
I mean, she emails and texts frequently. Invited us back once the house is set up and ready to go for some pictures.
Which is so cool to see, what you said, a first-time home buyer does to the first-time
right. And we've built it, we developed it, we've remodeled it, we've done all the things that we wanted to do to it, and now that person is going to make it home and show us their touches.
And I don't know how many development teams or companies could say that they have that good a relationship with a home buyer. Our last one that we sold in Indiana, we have to go visit him because he invited us over. He's like, yeah, come have a beer with us. It's just, I feel like that is such an old school way. I don't know if development companies or home builders, I don't know if that's a norm.
It's absolutely something that we're proud of.
Yeah.
And I can't sell that enough when I'm meeting with new prospects, and when we meet even with some of our existing clients, and they go, oh my gosh, you guys have got to meet Dru and Aimee, or you guys got to work with Miguel, or I mean, it is truly their word that is what we're priding ourselves on, and doing a good job. And I think that this is not a speech on Inspired Title being the greatest. This is really a speech on us, the personalities that we bring to a difficult industry,
and loving what we do.
Exactly. I don't think that anybody in our office has ever used the word difficult in the business. I think what they use it as is the excitement of
a challenge.
A challenge and making a change.
Yeah.
And if I say this every day when I start my day is, who am I going to impact today? And who am I going to make a difference in somebody's life? How am I going to make a difference in somebody's life? Whether it be from a new relationship, and whether it be helping that person over that hump to get that deal done,
right.
Whether it be in the development world of, helping somebody find that dream home.
Maybe building them the dream home.
Right. It's such a blessing to be in an industry where we can give back, and it's not a task.
No.
And too many people go to work every day hating what they do and really disapproving of their boss and the staff and the team, where we really enjoy coming to work together and seeing what challenges we can accomplish together, and what we can achieve as a group. And I've challenged these guys day in and day out, and I have given them some really difficult tasks to really see what their abilities are, and I am absolutely blown away by the achievements and the accomplishments of this group. We started out with
we have a great group here.
We really do. And we started out in with a mortgage company that is very large, and we started out with just one of their loan officers. Now we're doing so many.
8, 9 of the loan officers.
Yeah.
And
just because of word of mouth.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we're kind of fun.
We're a lot of fun.
You know what I mean?
We're a lot of fun. Don't minimize that. Come on.
We try not to keep it, we try to change things up. We try to not get the business stale, because I feel like when you go to work every day and you're saying, I'm going to my job, I feel like that's just not.
It's a task.
Yeah, it's not a way to live. And
right.
I don't think anybody that works here thinks of this as it's my job. It's a way of life, as dumb as that sounds.
It's a fun opportunity to make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
Whether they do it through, you helping them out overcome something that has been, found on their title, to closing that transaction and making that fun for them, to really working through a problematical situation and not letting it show.
Right.
And I think we do that so well, where we get through some of these really
Things that, how do we get through these things after we close something? We'll be like, how did that just happen?
Right.
How did it happen?
But
it
we're
does.
stronger the next time.
Yep.
And
Know what to do next time it comes up, and
yeah. I mean, I can personally speak that I have come into some obstacles that really brought me down in the fraudulent world, where, you know, back in my early days of doing this, fraudulent check was passed, and it was a $500,000 thing that
that's a big
the title company just got crushed. We lost the clients. We lost. I mean, we had an attorney client. We lost a bank client. I mean, we had to save face in the industry because bad news spreads fast. I wish the good news.
I was going to say, good news takes a lot longer to
really
gain traction.
And it's really a shame in today's world that if you pop onto your social media feed right now on Facebook, you're going to see a whole bunch of negativity that is going to get shared. What about some of the good things?
Yep.
Why are we not talking about the people out there doing the good things?
I don't want to say why.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to partner with people who have the same personality and the same likeness that we do.
Right.
And doing good things in the industry. I'm courting a new attorney agent who is overly excited about the speak that I had with her, and she said, "You're over the top dynamic," and I said, "But it's real. Like, none of this is fake. None of what we represent is fake." I'm not saying that we don't have difficulties and troubles
or crap days, or
exactly, but
we're humans.
But truthfully, we really take the outlook of approaching life, approaching our work as not a task, as an enjoyable thing. And we definitely, I think for the first time in my career of working with people, this is a time that I can confidently say that we have a team assembled that I am not only proud of and proud to call family and friends, but I would put them up against many other organizations and know that we are gonna outdo them in our quality of work and the overall care that we give to our customers and clients.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
it's true.
You handle it on the front side of that, and you know, I get them in the door. Amy handles them on the front side. And,
sometimes the back side when there's a mortgage that people forget about.
Right.
Is this really there?
Absolutely. And the teamwork piece that we speak of, I can't emphasize that enough. That, you know, if go into any organization, you know, think about your accountant firm and think about some of the businesses that you guys use on a pretty consistent basis, and look at the just general demeanor of the office. Even if you go to your dentist, you got your dentist, and then you got all the assistants there. You can hear the bickery. You can hear the you know, anxiety and the animosity and the tension. You could feel it. You come in our place and it's like relaxed. We come to your facility to close. We go to the borrowers' houses on refinances. I mean,
parking lots we're still doing. We're still doing curbside closings. It's
we're absolutely genuine in what we say we're going to do. We carry it out because that's something that I really model that, and it's something that's very important for me. Is don't just say it, just do it.
Show it.
You know, right? It's, you know, don't tell me about it. Just do it. You know, it's that kid who hits the home run, and as he's touching each base, he's letting you know that he just hit the home run. Versus, we're gonna hit it, we're gonna run the bases, we're gonna go sit down in the dugout, and you're gonna know that we did it. You know,
because we're gonna win.
We're gonna consistently do that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. We're here talking about relationship. We're here talking about company continuity and talking about success in teamwork. And Inspired title really exudes a lot of the things that you would look for in a spouse, in a friend, in any kind of relationship. And that's why I encourage to explore that a little bit. Give that a little time to marinate within you. When you're choosing different people to work with, whether it be in our industry or other. I think it's important to
shop around a little bit.
Feel
and
it
see,
out,
yeah, shop
right?
around a little bit and see what company speaks to you.
Yeah, feel it
Because
out.
there will be companies that speak to you, and there will be.
What do you, and I'm going to put you on the spot, but what?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Now that you're married, though, maybe.
Oh God! Now that I'm married.
Maybe you're smarter. I don't know.
Am I smarter?
Some people argue that. How do you measure success?
Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like you said, I feel like the more a person tries to show how happy they are, how successful they are, the less they actually are. So I think I measure success by seeing it in everyday life rather than by living it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a really, really good answer, because I have asked that question to so many people, and a lot of could you imagine what the answer was? What do you think?
Money?
Right.
Yeah.
Money.
That's so. I'm not going to say anything.
It's really an interesting comment, because I let them speak that, and money to a lot of people drives people and motivates people.
It just makes me sad that people have that mentality.
But isn't that what society drives?
Oh, 100%.
Right. So you're just a product of your environment. And for me and in my family, that's something I speak loudly, is happiness.
Are you happy?
Right. Do you enjoy what you do?
Because if you enjoy what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And it's
Right.
so cliche to say, because, I think we've all said it before, but I don't care. I don't care to have a mansion. I don't care to have
No. It's not
a
about what you have.
Maserati. I'm just kidding. No, but for real. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, because you asked how, this year's been taxing on me, 2 jobs that are, I'm almost working 9 to 9 every day, and I'm not, complaining because I'm not working.
Right. Right.
I'm hanging out with people I really like being with.
Mhm.
When I teach dance, so when I'm at the studio, I'm hanging out with kids, and I'm getting to love that. And when I'm here, it's exercising a part of my brain that, when you're with good company, it's like I'm not even working. So it's at some point I know my body is not going to let me do what I do now.
Right.
But until that happens, I'm going to ride it out as long as I can, because I'm loving every minute of life I'm living.
Well, and the motivational piece for people is, a lot of folks are money driven. Now, you can't deny the fact that you don't get into business to earn a living, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, well, Inspired Title is all about just giving, and I don't care about
peace,
earning.
love, and
Yeah, I don't care about earning. That's incorrect. That's not a priority. That's not first and foremost in my vision. First and foremost in my vision is growth and excitement and providing a great service and having fun while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I've coached baseball for 100 years, and one of the things that one of my mantras in the coaching world is, winning doesn't equal success. And you can win every game for the season. That doesn't mean you're successful.
Right. It means you won.
Exactly. It means you just won.
Congrats.
But if you didn't get anything, if you didn't gain any lesson from that, what did you do?
How did you grow?
Right.
Yeah.
And so we're not out there seeking all the jobs, and we got to capitalize the market. I think it's really formulating a good team and a good group of clients and customers alike, that we can make a difference in their clients' lives, in simplifying their world. I think
Simplifying.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is what we truly, day in, day out, I think our bi-weekly meetings, that is a topic of conversation. How can we stay ahead of the curve?
Right.
We're the small guy. What can we do to make an impact in the market at the level we're at?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Giving the tools that we can to our customers and clients.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't have the capital to do that, so we do it in our work ethic.
Yep.
And our time spent on or with these customers and clients.
For sure.
So would you say that your peer group would answer that
No.
success question the same?
No.
I agree with you.
No. I mean, I'm an old soul, I know that,
Mhm.
where I don't have really the same, I have a mentality of probably 50 or 60-year-old and not a
Mhm.
32-year-old. But But I think it's hard because of society
Right.
for people my age to be like, I'm just successful being happy, or I'm happy being like, it's
not believable.
right.
Yeah, it's almost not believable.
Yeah.
But I know that you specifically, but even your generation, you believe in teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've emphasized that here at Inspired Title, how when you initially started and how you evolved and grew,
Yeah.
you saw the importance of going, wow, I think that the teamwork piece of this is broken, and we need really time
It was
spent
bad.
on that, right?
It was, yeah. And now I finally feel like we're at a place where it's not my success, it's not your success, it's our success. And I wouldn't be as successful as I am without the great team that we have with us.
Right.
It's, yeah. And I think the other thing that's hard is we have this everybody wins mentality that
Yeah.
I'm in the process of like,
Yeah.
deciding when we have kids, like how am I going to raise these kids to tell them it's okay to lose?
Right.
Because I just feel like that's
Oh, don't get me started on everybody gets a trophy.
I know.
That's
It's a weird thing because when I was younger, it wasn't. Like when I was, a baby, like my dad, if I lost, I lost.
Right.
Like if I,
right. Suck it up.
Yeah, it's
Like learn
that's
or
how you
practice.
grow, and that's how you grow, and
Right.
like that's how you learn. But
I mean, bonuses are earned, right? They're not given.
where's mine? I want mine.
Bonuses are earned. They're
That's
not
what I
given.
mean. Like,
yeah.
it's just-
it's the entitlement,
Mhm.
and so when we're working with people and when we're feeling out the marketplace, when we're coming up with new innovative ideas to expand into the marketplace, I'm very cautious about the how. I'm very conscious of where and who I'm going to kind of.
I was gonna say you're cautious about the who too, because I've been a part of a handful of meetings that like we both left like, ooh, like this is that these people don't have the same mindset as us, like this is gonna end here.
Right.
And then I've also been on the opposite side of it where it's like something clicked and I was like, they get us. Like
Right.
I get them and they get us, and like
Pretty amazing. You could feel that, right?
oh my gosh, like
Yep.
that there's two sticking very strongly in my brain that like
Mhm.
after that meeting I was just like, yeah, I don't think I want to talk to them again.
Right.
Because it was, you could tell that they were the people that were the money driven. They were the people that like,
Most definitely.
what can you do for me? What can you do? And it's a give and take. I get that we do stuff for you, but like, think about it on the reverse too.
Right,
Like we'll
right.
help you, but like send us business so we can help you.
Yeah,
but
it's a reciprocal relationship. It's not just one sided.
that, yeah.
And a lot of people don't necessarily agree with that or see it that way.
Mhm.
It's about them and it's the individuality. We're coming on a season as we come to the end of the year here where
I can be excited about holidays again.
can you though?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but with this the
It's
climate,
going to be a different
it's
kind
gonna
of
be different.
holiday.
It
But
is.
now that I don't have to worry about wedding anymore, I got really scared when people started to put out Halloween decorations. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I got something to do before then. Please don't show me that Halloween's coming
Well,
yet.
I was teasing a bunch of people that I was going to put out my Christmas tree with Halloween and Thanksgiving ornaments on it. I mean, let's just let's just do
one and done.
all in a day, just get it out of the way. But something that we're coming into this end of the season and end of the year, we're talking about growing and we're talking about expanding our business and we're talking
Ooh, I just got
about
a weird feeling in my stomach.
Right?
Is it? Yeah.
some new opportunities.
Yeah.
We're looking to hire some a person or two in this world, and that responsibility is going to fall on you based on the fact that we talked about the dynamic and what are we looking for, right?
And what kind of person do we want working here?
And I think that you've been very prepared for this next step and next phase and growth in your world here is really feeling like you just said when you meet with somebody going, this person has to connect with the team and fit in.
Because we're not easy to get along with all the time. When we have a good day here, we have a really good day here, and
Yeah.
when we have a crappy day here, like
Yeah.
you have to be a strong person to be able to.
No thin skin.
And it's hard. Like
Yeah.
happiness is harder to be contagious than upsetness is.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a strong person to work here with us.
And I if there's any folks out there that are
Looking for a job, be scared and run the other
yeah,
direction.
I mean, give Amy a holler because
Yeah.
we're looking to grow our family, and I think it's something that there's some nice opportunities on the horizon that we will certainly be announcing as we evolve further down the next couple weeks here. But I know that immediate need is somebody to assist in our closing department because they are very taxed, and I'm blessed and thankful to report that news. But mind you that
Oh boy.
more time, and this is something that I struggle with, and I talk about this pretty frequently. More time does not mean more work done. You know, and a lot of people really model that, and it's ugly because it's like, well, wait, I was here for 10 hours. That doesn't mean you did 10 hours worth of work. That means you just existed in those 10 hours. And she's rolling her eyes because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. But I think that there's really an interesting quote that I think I'm going to start to utilize a little bit more is work expands to fill the time, available time. So all that means is, take for example, we have some part-time folks here, right? Mm-hmm. They know what time they start and they know what time they're leaving, okay?
And they go from the time, like,
right.
they're a runaway train.
Exactly.
Like,
they're out of the gate on fire, and
gotta do,
at 2 o'clock I'm leaving, and at 2 o'clock they leave. But guess what? They have been very accomplished for the time that they're here.
They got enough done to stay until 6 o'clock at night.
Work expands to the available time. Now,
I like that. That's funny.
It's really a great thing, and if people would just, again, let that marinate for a minute, because
and everyone could leave at 5 o'clock.
Right. I think that we have created, and you've been certainly a individual who has exercised this in the negative. We've become a slave to our clients because of social media, because of the tools that we have. We absolutely can be available 24/7.
Yeah.
We are in a lot of instances. I'm not necessarily promoting that. That's not who I want us to be.
Because then when do you turn, like, you have to turn off, you have to
There's burnout.
disconnect. Yeah,
Right.
and when do you...
You need time for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Because what happens when you don't have you anymore? And, like,
Right.
you are just work.
You
You're
have to
going to
take
hate
care
it
of
at
you.
some point.
You know, if you don't refill your bucket, you're not going to be at all, you can't pour into anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
If your bucket is empty, what are those buckets around you? They're seeking you, and you can't give anything.
Right.
Because yours is empty.
You're done.
So a lot of what happens in this industry is, I'm not saying run out of the door at 5 o'clock. I'm not saying that shut off at 5 o'clock, but I'm saying
No.
at some point recognize that threshold of, yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Well, like, when titles start taking me longer to do than they initially do, like, I know I have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I reached my maximum titles for the day, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I move on to something else. Because, like, I know these should take X amount of time. And once I start steamrolling and it takes twice as long, I'm like,
Yep.
nope, I can't anymore. I can't.
No, and then that's so what we look for, and what we're continuing to look for, is people that we want to teach them to do it the inspired way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether they have experience in this business, whether they are totally new and it's something that they go, hey, that seems kind of interesting, i.e. you.
Me.
It's exactly what you did,
Mhm.
right? And
How long have you been here now? 4 years?
I don't know, it's been a lot.
It's been a while. Anyway.
Yeah, it's probably been, it's been
4
5.
in January, or 5 in
5 in
January?
January, yeah. So, I mean, reality is, Amy had zero knowledge coming in here, and now she has a ton of it. And why? Because she's a sponge. She really took into a liking of this, and it's like going to school. You're going to do well in that
Everyday
class that the
learning,
teacher you like. If you like the teacher, you're going to do well.
Right.
If you come into an organization where you're like, oh my gosh, this teacher is terrible, they don't teach well, I don't get it, you're not going to do well.
I only left crying like 3 times.
Yeah, and those are all mistakes on your part.
And I have not cried for a really long time. Working
Even at
here.
your wedding, you didn't cry. That's amazing. Joe did. Anyway, I think that there is a lot to be said for that, because we just brought in another closer. She's been here for 6 months.
Has it been that long already?
Yeah, I mean, she has some experience in the business,
Mhm.
in that she's in the real estate market, but she learned this quickly, and she is so energized.
Dude, she's
dynamic.
she's a fireball.
And,
She
and
is.
the great part of that is, if you ask her why, it's because she's had good leadership. Somebody took a liking to helping her grow. I took a liking to getting Amy up to speed and growing, because what did I see in the long run? this was going to be a benefit for me and the company to get Amy to a level of confidence. And it took some time because you early on you said you didn't have that and you don't want that, and there was a lot of pushback. And then there was like a switch one day that she was just all in.
Game on.
And it was an amazing day for me. I can't speak for her, but absolutely amazing day for me because all of that leadership and everything that I poured in, I saw come to fruition. And then
that's hard. It's a leap of faith.
Right.
You have
and that confidence.
Yeah, you have to hope that the time you're putting in, you're gonna get something out of it. So
right. And the confidence that you have
I did.
now. Yeah, and you still do occasionally, that's okay. But the confidence that you exude now shows not amongst the team, but also in the industry. People in our clients recognize your role and your ability, and they don't challenge you like they did before. And they respect what you do and what you say, and oh yeah, that's a good point. Or, oh no, Amy said, so it's gotta be, it's like Google. Amy said it, it's gotta be gospel. And that's what we work
But it took
on.
years.
But
And
that's
it
what
was
you're
worth
gonna
it.
do
Yeah.
to lead somebody else.
Oh God.
And that's what the team here at Inspire Title is about, is creating good leaders and creating a good organization, a good team to do a good job for you guys as the customers. And I'm so proud to say that. I know it doesn't show in my excitement in my voice and expression. It's just because it's emotional for me. It's something that is I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm very premeditated on my thoughts and visions, and something that I work on very hard is to take what's in here and get it out to share with the team. And I know what I want to do. I know my vision. I know the direction. I know all these things, but I'm not so confident that the team that is working with me does. So I've been a lot more vocal in sharing that, and I find it excites them, and they can really buy into that vision, and it kind of motivates them and inspires them, thus the name, to do well and grow. This is not just about
not for money. Like
Right.
as weird as it's not for money. It's because we want to grow with him. We want to do this for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I assembled this and put this together for a great opportunity and providing a good living for the team that's here, and to see what is ahead. I mean, just the things that are in my head and on my notebook of prospecting things ahead. If a couple of these things come to fruition, I'm going to be so excited.
2021 is going to be a year of the books.
And we said that about 20.
Yeah.
We said, oh my gosh, 2020 is going to be an amazing year. And amazing is an interesting definition.
I was going to say, that amazing could be defined a couple different ways.
Right. And it has been in a business
Apocalyptic?
sense. Apocalyptic is good, yes. Yeah, epic. Yeah.
Epic is a good one.
So 2020 has been really good to us.
It has business wise, it's been great.
It has.
Yeah,
And
it really has.
I believe 21 to have some similar theme to it, but even if it doesn't, we still chug along.
I was gonna say we'll get through it however we have to.
And yeah, we've rode that roller coaster ride of 2008 and how ugly
You did.
that was.
I'm not that old.
Thank you. But no, you've heard it through conversation, and you've seen the end of it.
And I think when 2030 rolls around, people are gonna look back at 2020 and be like,
Right.
that was the year the world almost ended. Like
Yeah.
that was the year
Yeah.
where refis were crazy and interest rates were insane. And then
Right.
I think it's gonna be 2022 was a year of short sales and
Yeah.
foreclosures and forbearance agreements coming. Like I feel like this is going to be a wave for the future title people that like look back on and say they got through this, we can get through whatever's happening now.
And there is a lot of weight to what you just said. If we look at the team and we go, wow, we got through a lot of garbage. I as I said earlier, I would put this team up against any other and stand side by side, arm in arm with these guys to say, we're going to figure it out, because I trust in the soul of these folks. I really think that the excitement that has been poured into them, the belief system, the vision, the drive, I think it's all all for the good of you guys, the customer, the client, the consumer. And I really challenge you guys to ask yourself that question on a daily basis. Really stop and take a minute and evaluate what's going on around you. What's important to you? Where do you stand with your values, and can you make changes in your life to also make changes in other people's lives? Because here, this is what we are doing, and where we are growing is really trying to impact the community. And I can talk about that for days, because it's something I am very passionate about, and it's something I truly enjoy. But for you guys to come along for the ride on a weekly basis and joining us.
We're not going anywhere. Inspired Title is not going anywhere. Title Talk is not going anywhere. We're
going to keep doing this. And, again, we encourage you guys to reach out, ask some questions. We're always available.
And like Drew said, if you're looking for a new career, if you're looking for, somewhere to try to jigsaw in, reach out to us.
Yeah, give Amy a quick call or send her an email to, kind of even if you just want to figure out what it's a little bit more about.
Yeah.
If you just want to kind of dive in a little bit and kind of, pick our brain, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to start doing a little bit more of these segmented talks with regard to positivity and
I think that's great.
Good, because I think there's enough out there that counters this. I want to try to balance it a little bit. I mean, we're going to obviously smatter in some of the guests and industry stuff, but I think that inspirational and motivational conversations and speak is valuable. I think it really encourages people to listen in and maybe they hear one thing or one point that they take away from this, like today's work expands to fill available time. I mean, if you take that from today, and I'm
going to use that.
Right, more time doesn't mean more work done. I mean, some of these little things these little quips that we toss out, I think
needs to be on a T-shirt.
It could be,
I know.
And we could pass it out, at our next event. But I think that if we impact one person through our talking, then I'm doing
it's
okay.
Totally worth it.
I'm feeling very, very confident in why we do this and what we do. So this has been a very different type show today, and it's something that I wanted to try out. I'm glad that you were willing to participate with that.
Sure.
And you certainly added. Do we have any questions out there from?
No, just a couple
from folks?
people chilling and watching and hanging out with us.
That's good. We love that.
I hope there was something that touched you today.
Yeah.
Or you learned something new about one of us, or
absolutely. I think we talk about it in our meetings. Is vulnerability really is important. If you can break down and become vulnerable with a group and be comfortable,
it's hard.
Right.
It's one of the hardest things to do, I think.
What is one of the things that I have often said in our meetings is my goal for the team is for them to be comfortable in uncomfortable circumstances. It is absolutely spreading through our industry in several folks that I've talked to, some of our realtor friends and some of our clients. They're now utilizing that in their speak of the day. It's really key to go, I know that I'm going to be uncomfortable in this meeting or this confrontation or hiring this person or any of those things, but know that you're going to be okay. It's very okay to be comfortable. Try to be comfortable in an uncomfortable spot.
And when you have good people behind you, it's a lot easier to do that.
That's exactly it. It's your support staff behind you, family, friends, your coaching teams, your religious beliefs, whatever they are, they're behind you. So know that you're going to be okay as long as you continue to follow us here on a weekly basis. Inspired Title will absolutely take you that extra mile, and we thank you guys so much for tuning in every week. We thank you for your support, your kind words. Everything that you guys give to us allows us to
keep doing this,
give out and keep doing this. So until next time, I am Drew with Inspired Title.
And I am Amy with Inspired Title.
We thank you guys for joining us, and take care. Have a great week.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye, guys.